Shalom, shalom, family. It's the Hebrew Life, and I'm Base Jerusalem, and I'm back with another lesson. Man, we're gonna call this one Nipsey Hussle murdered and the violence in the black community. I was at work today, and like everybody heard, like I heard, you know, a hip hop artist from the West Coast named Nipsey Hussle was murdered, in front of his store today. You know, been a fan of Nipsey Hussle when I was in the truth and out the truth. I feel like, even though he gang bang and he do a lot of things that's not, right in the Most High's eyes, I feel like he was a good motivation for young black men in the community that they could come up from the bottom and they could have their own store and they could have their own businesses and they could do things, no matter what their obstacles are in life. And to find out that he's been murdered in front of his store uh, minutes after taking a picture with his daughter, it's just a sad thing. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going on saying it was 6 shots. You know how these conspiracy channels get off with the numbers. 6 shots. He was 33 years old. People were saying, he was doing a documentary about Dr. Sebi. Everybody know Dr. Sebi was known for having the cure for AIDS and herpes, and he was known for doing a lot of work with celebrities like Michael Jackson and Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and doing a lot of work. A lot of people want to say that was the reason why he was murdered. Me personally, being a Hebrew, I don't really get into the reasons why he was murdered. I know he was murdered. I feel like it's sad that why ever he was murdered, it was done by the hands of his own people. It seemed like, it's always our own people that do this. Whether somebody hired the shooter to do this or whether this was out of a jealous act or whether this was a retaliation for something that had been done to him. It's just a sad thing, It's a sad thing. Things can't be talked about. And the violence in the black community, it just got to stop, There's violence against our own brothers. These curses we're suffering through, a lot of people don't know why this is going on, but it's curses. It's curses that the Most High put on us in Deuteronomy. We're going to go into it. Who is he, though? Like somebody dies when they become super popular. Like, why now? Well, like I said at the beginning of the video, I understand Nipsey Hussle is a rapper. I understand he's not a Hebrew. But, I believe, what is it, Romans 12 and 8, we supposed to strive to get along with all people, no matter, what are they? We're Hebrews, Israelites, and that's what we do. We stay in our lane, and we let people play in our lane. One thing we need to know, two things for sure, is the Most High put people in the position that they're in. Everybody going to be judged off of righteousness. The Most High rose that brother up, put him in that position for him to see certain things so he can make changes in his life and he could do better and do better with what he got. The Most High ain't going to give it to you if you ain't going to do nothing with it. He's not going to give it to you unless you're going to give it to somebody else. And Nipsey Hussle was known as a giver. He was known as a loving person in the community. He has many people who speak about all the good he did in the community. I've seen the good he did in the community. no matter if he was living in wickedness or not, that's for the Most High to judge. That's not our job as men to judge whether this man is going to make it into the kingdom or not. You say you never heard of him till today? Hey, you got to get into him, man. So we're going to go into some scriptures. We're going to get into some scriptures because this is ridiculous, I heard the dude who did it, he was in the car. It was him and a woman who was driving. That I don't feel like, to me, that don't seem like it's a hit from the opposite gang, the Bloods. If the Bloods going to do a hit on a Crip, on a big name Crip, they not gonna send a guy in the car with his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? They gonna send 2, 3 cars. They gonna really make it. They gonna make it official. That was some. That was some BS. You know. The man had the store for 2, 3 years almost, and you know, people just, you know, people aren't. They not real warriors these days. You know what I'm saying? For whatever the man did, you know what I'm saying? If you could sit down and talk it out with that man, that's what you need to be trying to do. You don't need to be, you know, trying to kill somebody because of a misunderstanding. This is what goes on in the black community though. There's all kind of rappers, hip hop stars and actors and just people nobody knows in the hood and the ghettos around the nation that this happen to every day. Like, but the brother right, you know, when people get killed and they popular, it's headlines. But you know, this happens every day and nobody says nothing. And that's why it's happening today. And you know, and it's mainstream now. If we did something about it when it was a small problem, stopping our brothers and sisters from fighting each other, these type of things wouldn't go on. If our brothers and sisters understood the rap industry and the record labels, they're no good anyways, then they could use their talent to do other things and they could really prosper in life. But you know, it's sad the brother leaves children that has to be, you know, fended for in his lifetime without him now. You know, I want to use this subject to talk about the violence that goes on in the black community. This gang banging stuff. You know, I'm from the Chicago area. I'm accustomed to the gang banging, and I'm accustomed to what goes on. How these brothers out here fighting over street blocks, fighting over colors. You know, fighting over. You know, mainly it's over blood. You know, blood that's been spilled on either side, and a lot of people don't understand what fuels this madness out here between gangs and different people and brothers. You know, it's the blood. It's the blood. Innocent people are killed, and people won't get back. People won't let revenge be the Most High's. They want revenge to be theirs. You got, you know, these rappers, they talk about smoking each other's, smoking they ops and smoking people they done killed, smoking their souls. It's sickening. It's real witchcraft at its finest, and they don't even realize it. They smoking Tuka, they smoking Odie, and they smoking all these. You know, you got a war in Chicago right now. You know, you got 63rd, I guess it's St. Lawrence, and you got the other side, 64th, I believe, and Wake City and all of that. You do the math, 3 cities. You know, nothing good could come out of it. Nothing good could come out of 2 brothers fighting each other, shooting each other down in the streets. We need to be putting our heads together, building the communities up, and, you know, showing these children other ways to make it, other than killing each other about females, disagreements, and whatever else people want to spill blood about. Okay. We're going to get into some scriptures. Looking for a certain scripture. Y'all bear with me. Y'all got anything to say in the chat? Go ahead. Okay, I want everybody to go to Deuteronomy 28 and 54 so we can get an understanding on some of these curses. And we're going to read. We're going to start at verse 53. It says, "And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, and the flesh of thy sons and thy daughters, which the Lord thy God hath given thee, in the siege and in straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, and his eye should be evil towards his brother, and towards his wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave." I'm going to start right there. It says that the man that is tender among you, very delicate, his eye will become evil towards his brother. That's what you see going on out here. You see brothers who are the nicest, coolest brothers doing the most sickest, heinous crimes because I become evil towards their brother. They get jealousy. They get jealousy like Cain. They want to kill their brother for whatever reason, for whatever gifts their brother got that they don't have. That they still have the same ability to have if they could put their jealousy and hate towards the side and focus on what they're offering to the Most High, what their work is. What their work is. See, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. It's always been a family affair. The Bible say your enemies come from your own household. This could have been somebody who was a friend of Nipsey Hussle, somebody close to him. We don't know. A lot of times when people get hurt, it's somebody who's close to him that get to him or get around him to get him hurt. You know. Y'all bear with me for a little second. You know, it's a shame. Crip and Blood, you know, Vice Lord and GDs, BDs and GDs, all of these brothers fighting and killing each other about gangs when we should be uniting. The whole gang, let's get into it. The whole reason for the gangs being made was to help the community, right? After school programs, food for the children who really didn't have it when they went home. Their parents really were on drugs or something. They really didn't have it. So we made sure the kids were fed. We made sure they did their homework. And that's what the games were originally made for. But, you know, if they not coming to this truth, it's never going to work out fully. No matter if you got good intentions or not. It's not the blueprint. It's not the blueprint of what we need to do to get back as a nation. We've been brainwashed as a nation. All of these actions is due to, you know what I mean, our captivity through our curses and slavery. The Willie Lynch law, pin the light skin against the dark skin, the skinny against the fat, the short against the tall. And we see it go on through the communities, the black communities all across America. She don't like her because she light skinned. She don't like her because she this or that. You know what I'm saying? Because she got more. We need to cut this out. You know, this attitude that's in the black community. That's what we need to do. And you don't see this going on in the suburbs. You don't see this going on in the white communities. You don't see this going on in the Chinese communities. You don't see this going on in the African communities. You only see this going on in the so-called black community or the Israelite community, because it's gonna always be so-called black. We can't never accept that we're black, because that's all we seeing right now is black evil. How you doing, Dallas? Thanks for the sub. You know, that's all we saying is evil though, black. We need to learn who we are. We need to learn who we are. Let's go to Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah, because all these Hebrews want to talk about Esau. All these camp Hebrews that's making the name bad for the true Israelites out here who really holding it down. These brothers that get on the street corners, of these brothers who listen to other brothers and don't even read the scriptures. They just think they're Hebrew by blood. They don't even think they got to keep it righteous. They fall in the same bin as Esau. You're going to be Esau because you want to talk about Esau all day. You're going to be the person who hate their own brother. Let's get into it. We're going to Obadiah 1 and 10. No games. You know. Obadiah 1 and 10. We're going to start at verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In that day," it said, "in the day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into the gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was one of them. But thou stoodest not Thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of their distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in that day in their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway and cut those off of him who did try to escape. I'm gonna start right there. Because that's what you brothers is being out here when y'all sit back and you allow your brothers to kill each other and you allow your brothers to do wrong. I don't gangbang no more. I don't do none of that no more. I put a stop to that. I try to lead by example. It don't lead to nothing. You know what I'm saying? When your kids ain't, doing without you, when you in jail, they don't send your kids nothing. When you in jail, they don't send your mother nothing. The gang ain't got you like that, man. We part of the Most High's gang right now and forever because I've been there, done that. So now we gonna get deep into this gang thing and how it distorts, the actual vision, and it distorts the actual image of the man. A man can have good intentions, and we'll never know because the media will throw this gang thing on you. When I first seen the Nipsey Hussle thing, they said it was a gang shooting. So that X's out any type of case because, it's gang related. When it's gang related, they instantly throw the case into the being a gang related. Now we don't know if this man was killed by the government. We don't know if this was a gang related act. We don't know if this was a hit by his own people. We don't know what because he's involved in this gang related thing and they're able to throw that filter on the situation. So people don't really care or look into it. Oh, he's just a gangbanger. That's what they're going to say. So, you say you so confused, man. Look, man, you got to catch up there, man. Yeah, y'all speed over here. I don't know what you doing. EBH. Yeah, y'all speed over here. Catch up, man. We talking about the gangbanging that going nationwide and how it doesn't prosper anything for the men out here and the women. That's what we talking about. You talking about the violence that our own brothers have against each other, that our own people have against each other. This is why people have identity issues, because they start to hate their own people. They look at their people, they turn on BT, and they be like, dang, this supposed to be me? This who I'm supposed to be? Nah, I'd rather be the white people. I'd rather be the Chinese people. They look a little more civilized than us. And this is what, Shalom, brother, Shalom, JD. This is what causes identity issues. This is what causes people to think they're white when they're really black or they're really Hebrew. This is what caused Sammy Sosa to bleach his skin. This is what caused Oprah to get billions of dollars and don't invest nothing into Chicago. This is what caused Kanye West to get millions of dollars and invest nothing into Chicago, nothing to the school system, because Chicago gonna shut down the most schools in America. They don't build any parts of anything, but they care. These are the people y'all idolize. These are the people y'all idolize. Every rapper that come out, it ain't hip hop no more. It ain't hip hop no more. Every rapper that come out, they gotta have a certification of shooting somebody, selling some drugs, having all the women, having all the cars and the clothes in the cars, or they not certified. You gotta at least shoot one nigga before you certified in the rap game. You gotta been at least sold one key before you certified. Been a part of one gang or something, or you not accepted. You just can't get by on good lyrics these days. They want you to degrade yourself as a man, as a person. You can't get on being a woman hip hop artist these days. You gotta shake some ass, or you gotta You got to show a little skin or something. You can't just be like an MC Light or something. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, any one of these. You got to be a Nicki Minaj these days. You got to be a Cardi B. The world is so. We the real judges because the people who judge on the earth, we the real judges like Psalms 82 say, because the people who judge on the earth, they not judging properly. Because Bill Cosby just went to jail for some pills that women took on their own, right? But then Cardi B come out and said she willingly, she just drugged the nigga willingly. He ain't know nothing about it. She ain't gonna do no jail time. This type of world we live in. Double standards. Double standards. Okay. Y'all bear with me. Well, one thing we need to understand is, you know, the gangbang, hopefully, you know, this brother's passing open up people's eyes on how wicked we are in this world, how wicked the black community is. Something need to be done. People just gonna sit back, long as they good, long as they kids eating, they family good, they don't care. They don't care to make any changes. They eat. They don't care about the thousands and millions of children across the world who starving. Nobody should be starving long as people got millions and billions of dollars. Ain't no way you got millions and billions of dollars as people are starving. If it was a gang epidemic in the suburbs, they would be on it. They would be over, the SWAT team, everybody be over there stopping Billy Bob and Billy Joe and everybody else from killing each other. But in the black communities, when there's a epidemic of people, brothers killing each other, you know, in Chicago or in California, and this gang related, they let people kill each other. They don't stop anything. You got to blame the parents too. You got to blame the parents. It's peer pressure, but the parents need to raise the children to be able to deal with the peer pressure when it comes. You don't have to be a part of a gang to be cool. You don't have to you don't have to back your friends that way. That ain't how you back your friends. You feel like you got different reasons why people join gangs. Like in Chicago, it's a culture that you don't even have to join a gang. You could just live on that side of town and they just associate you with that gang. You got to be hip and understand what's going on and view things from a third person view. You could lose your life if you ain't looking at things like how everybody else would look at it too. You got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Let's get that verse. Let's get that verse. You know, let's go to it. It's Matthew 10 and 16. Let's get an understanding. Because you will lose your life out here if you're not smart. And that's what be going on. I don't know who shot the brother. I don't know what's going on. I put a post on, and I'm gonna say this. We 20 minutes in. Whoever's sticking with me, hey, you finna get a hell of a joke, and it's, at the same time, it's finna blow your mind. Because I put a post on Facebook earlier. I said, if they could find Jussie Smollett robbers in the dark, in the dark of the night in Chicago, locate them, find them with only just a picture of two dudes in a hoodie, they should be able to find the shooter for Nipsey Hussle, and he got shot in broad daylight in L.A. With all the cameras they got around here and all around the United States, come on, man. You telling me they not catching these murders and they not seeing these murders? They see what they want to see. They see what they want to see. But since it's Nipsey Hussle, since it's a rapper, since it's another black brother, and you know, they not gonna say nothing. They not gonna do nothing. You know, most people don't even know, like, Nipsey Hussle, his father's not even black. I know he's Israelite-ish. His mother's black. I believe his father is, you know, from the Middle East. He's of a Middle Eastern, you know what I'm saying, Gentile nation. So that just shows you how strong the black woman genes is. Everybody would have thought that brother his daddy and mama was just black. They just show you how strong the blood is for the Israelites. Sad thing, man. You know, sad thing. Brother gunned down. Brother can't even have his own stores. Brothers can't have nothing. Black people already don't own nothing as it is. Then, you know, people so sensitive they don't even understand that, you know what I'm saying, if a brother is doing some things, trying to build up the community, you know what I'm saying, maybe you should handle him a different way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't just take the man's life. You just took the man's life. You know what I'm saying? You took a brother, a father, cousin, all of that. Think about when you go to war, you know what I mean, the casualties that come with it. But who knows what the brother was high on when he shot him or whatever. All the people, Nipsey, all these rappers be having all these big entourages, all these people around them. Where the shooters at? You tell me this dude just ran up, shot Nipsey Hussle, ain't nobody blast back? Y'all all these type of gangsters in the rap videos, but then a brother could come up and shoot the brother 6 times, get off 6 shots, and y'all don't get off none, get it, run and get back in the car and pull off, and nobody let no shots off or nothing? It's real, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. It's real weird. That's all I'm going to say. Or maybe they just acting in these rap videos. I don't know. You know, all the dislikes in the room. Look, man, you ain't got to like the subject matter. You ain't got to like the subject matter for today. I'm doing the subject matter because it connects to the violence that goes on around America. You said they acting. Yeah, you know they acting, man. It's the WWE, man. WWF with them. Let's read this verse. Matthew 10:16. We're going to stay on track. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as a serpent and harmless as doves." The Most High sending us forth as sheep amongst the wolves. You always, I mean, you know what, you got to see the movie Wolf on Wall Street? Wolves on Wall Street to know who the real wolves is out here? See these brothers who shoot their own brothers and act tough in these rap videos, they not tough because they not shooting at the real enemy. They not shooting at the real issues. You real tough shooting your own brother. But Zimmerman still walking around. Ain't nobody did nothing. Nobody does nothing about nothing. These people who shoot these kids in these shootings, they still be walking around. Priests who touch kids. People never want to confront the evil that approach them. They either become the victim. It's like victims become predators. I was thinking earlier, like, man, I should do a video on, like, Hassan Campbell, R. Kelly, and I forgot the other person I was thinking about, but it just seemed like, you know, these people who were victims become predators, you know. They said people who are raped, they become 10 times the person who touched them sometimes. And I feel like that's what's going on. People want to imitate these gangsters and these mobsters and all that, and they became 10 times as worse as these people. Everybody want to bang on these stars and these colors, man. All of that is witchcraft. So now this brother life is taken, and there's so many different things in a way that we can't even understand what's going on. If the brother wasn't gang banging, then we'll be able to search out and find out who took his life. But when you gang banging, it's hard to find out who killed you because now the police, somebody could kill you and just instantly blame it on the rival gang and say it was the Bloods. It was a hit by the Bloods. I don't think it was a hit by the Bloods because he been out there for a minute and he's been respected. So why now? But in this world, ain't no telling. This dude could have been. You said they just caught the dude and the chick. Man, ain't no telling. Nipsey could have been smashing the man chicks. It's a crazy world. Dude go psycho crazy. You know, anything can happen. I'll tell you one thing, the leader of the Bloods, he ain't orchestrate that hit. He said literally just 5 minutes ago they caught him. Oh man. Well, we gonna see all this unfold. You know, they gonna use all of this. At the end of the day, this all make us look bad because he was a Blood, Nipsey was a Crip. It make black people look silly. You know, white people don't gang bang. They either a KKK member, a Mason, or they just lost in the sauce. He said they shooting out here. I already know, sweetie. I'm from the shop. I already know they shooting out here. We shooting these spiritual bullets tonight. We trying to wake some people up. We ain't worried about the physical. Yeah, you said they just caught him. They caught him while I'm live. Okay. That's, you know, I really don't know what to say. I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, that his family could get some reassurance, but it really make us look bad as a people. You got one brother life taken, then you got another brother life threw away, finna spend the rest of his life in jail or possibly get the chair or the injection or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You said the police heavy out there in LA. Hey. Shoot, man. They know people gonna turn up. Police heavy because they know it could possibly be retaliations. And people don't see how this hits on a large scale. You just had a Blood killer Crip. Now, we don't even know what's really going on. The government could have put some guy in red, had a dude dress up, man, Manchurian candidate and brainwashed him. Anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? To start a big war, you know what I'm saying, between the Bloods and the Crips. Now you got some, you know what I'm saying? Now you got a whole nother problem on your hand. Now you got brainwashed brothers running around shooting each other all in the name of Nipsey or all in the name of Pyru or whatever they want to shoot about. You know what I'm saying? Now you got people getting killed just because they wearing blue. People getting killed just because they wear red. I think I seen a clip. It was a woman, she was out of town in Cali, and her son had on red or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? He didn't know. He just liked to wear red. And he walked in the store and dude told him to take it off or something like that. And he was like, what are you talking about? And dude shot him. Right in front of, shot the dude right in front of his mama. Just because he had on a certain color. This is the wickedness that's produced by that life. Once you get engulfed in that life, ain't no turning back. A lot of people die in that life or they go to jail and they rep it in jail. She talking about the rolling 60s, moving in. Man, look, that's why we serve the Most High over here. I think the Most High, I'm not dealing with the gang life anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think the Most High, he took me out of it. You got brothers dying about street corners, colors, and just them thinking they being loyal to brothers, but really they being silly. You know what I'm saying? You not helping this brother by going on a hit with him or doing some silliness with him. You know what I'm saying? You'll do better by saying, getting out the car like Trey on Boys in the Hood. Like, look, man, we ain't gonna do this. It can't always be it's an eye for an eye. Bayside TV, you said it was a hit. I said everybody was gonna say it was a hit. You know, Nipsey was 33, 6 shots. You know, then he was doing the thing with Dr. Sebi. So it could have very well been a hit. And it's easy to set up when you know Nipsey's a game breaker and he's a Crip. All we gotta do is dress somebody in red and have them blow his brains out, and everybody gonna swear it was the Blood. See, it's a game, man, and it's easy to play once we play it with them. Once we make it easy. You said we about to be back on. Sadie on her wildin'. She says it's gonna be some 90s stuff going on between the Bloods and the Crips. It could very well be. Thank you, brother. You know, but the gang, man, the gang life, it ain't good. We gonna get some verses about the gang life. We gonna get some verses. Y'all hold fast. Y'all hold fast. Shit. Excuse my language. He said he's half Gentile, the Lord bringeth life and death. I mean, that's why I say he was Israelites. I don't believe in no half Gentile or half anything. You know, his mother was a Israelite, and you know his father was of a Middle Eastern type of descent. Y'all hold fast. Y'all hold fast. All right. Man, I don't know what just happened. Man, I done ripped the cover off this Bible, man. I ain't got no cover no more, man. That's how hard we be going, man. But let's get it. Go to Proverbs 6. Oh, fuck. Proverbs chapter 6. We're gonna start at verse 9. Yeah, it is sad, man. It make us look bad as a people. That's why people need to wake up and be reborn again, and stop calling themselves black, and stop calling themselves, you know what I mean, all of these different things, Bloods and Crips and all this, and come back to where we belong, and that's Israel. Because ain't none of this going on. If a brother stole something from you in Israel, you ain't supposed to kill him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things we kill each other about and fight with each other about, man, is petty. Let's get into it. Let's go to Proverbs 6 and 9, because, you know, the scripture talk about a man in their life. You know what I'm saying? How they communicate and how they walk. Okay, let's read. It says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou rise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, and a little folding of hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man, a naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with forward mouth. He winketh with his eye, and he speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart. His divisive mischief continually. He soweth discord. So peep game. It says he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Don't these gangbangers do the crip walk, and don't they all got a handshake and a hand sign? Yes, they do. Forward is in their hearts. It says they this divisive mischief continually. He soweth discord. He soweth discord in the black community. He discord all of these bad ways. Now you got a kid growing up. He want to be a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Because Nipsey was a Crip instead of, or he want to be a Blood because Game a Blood. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know what I'm saying, wanting to do something for the community. How about you go out and be a lawyer and try to help some of our people win these cases? How about you go out and be a doctor? You know what I'm saying? Anything but an entertainer or athlete, and show them we could do something different. We could do more than just dribble a basketball, you know what I'm saying, act on the screen. Respect too, brother. Respect too. Okay. Let's go into it, because this is going to get deep. It says, I'm going to flip the screen. It says, frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, and suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Says, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Let's continue. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, and feet that be swift to running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord amongst brethren. It says, we're going to continue to read. It said, my son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thy heart, and tie them around thy neck. And when thou goest, it shall lead thee. And when thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light. And reproof of instructions are the way of life. We're going to start right there. It says, keep these laws. If our brothers in the community keep these laws, they won't find themselves in these type of troubles. We'll be blameless. You know what I'm saying? They won't be able to take us out. They won't be able to take us out and do what they please with us. But when they rid the game and they got us game banging, they got us going to the strip club, they got us all thinking about playing sports instead of, you know what I'm saying, doing different things. When they got us all falling for the system, thinking everybody gonna go to college and get a degree and get a career, it wouldn't be no jobs for anybody then. They don't tell you that. It ain't gonna be enough jobs. There ain't even gonna be jobs available. We ain't got enough entrepreneurs fighting, on the market, battling, getting stores, owning things, having owners in the black community, because black people don't own nothing. All you see is the Arabs and the Mexicans. I don't got no problem with Mexicans, but you Hebrews think that Issachar is a Mexican. Why he ain't giving y'all nothing then? If we brothers. Come on now. That's another argument though. We the only ones doing bad. This don't, like I said, this don't happen in the white community. This don't happen in the Chinese community because ain't no rappers in them communities. They pay powerful brothers like Nipsey Hussle, use him for his talent. He was a genius. Could have been anything. Use him up for his talent. And then, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he's dead. And they rich. They selling all his greatest hits, getting paid. Just like they did Pac, just like they did Biggie, just like they did Prince, just like they did Michael Jackson. It happens to all the greatest artists. You know what I'm saying? Never see the fruits of their labor. Always cut off short. The Most High is trying to speak and show us something. Maybe this rap industry ain't the way to go. Maybe this rap industry ain't the way to go. Maybe we need to create our own industry. They paying brothers a couple thousand just to sell their soul away. 100,000 to sell their soul away. $1 million to sell their soul away. To be a role model on the other side, on the devil's side, and not a role model for the Most High. All these great talents, they either dead or in jail, or they lost. We doing bad for a reason, people. We the chosen people. We supposed to be doing bad. We not following the Most High. You know, people in the room mad because I said Issachar, the Mexicans is not Israelites. Hey, it is what it is. I grow with Mexicans. You ain't finna tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with the Mexicans, but their battle was not our battle. Julie, what? You mean the Spaniards? No, I mean the Mexicans, the Spaniards, and any other part of the chart. This ain't even about that. We ain't gonna go into that. I already did a video on it. We sticking to the subject. We got a lot of trolls in the room tonight because they don't want nobody to know that this is issue in the black community because long as people getting killed, they go happy. They gonna keep people blind. They don't want you to know that we killing each other off slowly but surely. We plan till they plan. We not building, we destroying. We destroying ourselves. We on mission self-destruction right now. I'm just trying to stop our people from destroying themselves. How do you destroy yourselves? We gonna find out. Y'all hold fast. I'm gonna show y'all how you destroy yourselves. We gonna show y'all. We gonna go to Hosea. We gonna show y'all. We gonna get up out of there. I just got off of work. I'm tired, man. But the lesson must go on. The Most High gave me the spirit to do this. I had a lot of things and obstacles in the way before getting to this video today. But it should be done in the Most High's will. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6. Because this really going to shake y'all up. Because we got to understand, how do you destroy your people? How does a person become so ignorant, you know what I'm saying, to the point they don't realize their own worth? How do you get somebody to kill themselves? How do you get somebody to think their own brother is the enemy and not even see the true enemy? Let's find out. Hosea 4 and 6. We're going to put the camera on it. We want everybody to see this. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me, saying that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I will change their glory into shame. This is what's happening to us as black people. We show the signs of the greatest people, but he done turned our glory into shame. It's a shame that a black brother killed another black brother, a brother who was striving. It's a shame that they gang banging. They can't come together and do nothing positive and be in their true essence. It says, they eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on iniquity. And there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doings. Should I keep reading? It says, for they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. Whoredom and wine, and the new wine take away the heart. My people ask counsel at the stocks, and their staff declareth with them. We're gonna start right there. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It's simple, man. It don't get, man. It's simple. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Our people in the black communities nationwide are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You ask somebody, you walk up on somebody and ask them what they are, they gonna say they black, or they gonna say they African American. They don't know where they come from. If you from Africa, you tell me what state of Africa you from, cause it's like 100 of them. If you African, why ain't no Africans come and fight about you? Why wasn't there no wars over the seas, over the land, about somebody trying to bring you back to Africa? See, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They don't know that this is all a game set up by the government. They don't know this is a game that's set up by all the elites to keep us in a place that we're in, where we stay stupider and they stay smarter and they get richer and we stay poor. The rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. Same game they played in England and any other society. We peasants, they the kings. But in reality, we the kings and they the peasants. But we peasants in our mind state because we lack the knowledge. We lack the knowledge to know we kings. We lack the knowledge to know we queens. You know, we lack the knowledge to know this my brother I'm shooting. We lack the knowledge to know this my brother I'm killing. You know what I'm saying? We lack that knowledge. We lack the knowledge to know, dang, me killing this brother, it don't do nothing for our community. We already don't got nothing. We don't have nothing as it is, and then you people just take the people who try to do positive, y'all take the, but that's part of the curses. Let's go into it. These the last days. Things like this happen in the last days. And it shouldn't have took them that long to catch that brother. Y'all saying they just now caught that brother? Come on, man. Literally would have been somebody like the president or somebody who got shot. They would have caught him immediately. You said, yeah. Man, I don't know what you talking about, always rich. I was with you at first. I don't know what you talking about right now, brother. I don't got no Edomite in me. This must be a Mexican. He must be mad. Look, man, I ain't got no issues, man, with y'all, man. Cinco de Mayo coming up. Knock it off, man. We all good. I don't want no issues. Y'all got enough issues with Trump, man. Leave me alone. Let's go to 2 Timothy, chapter 3. Chapter 3. Let's go into it. It says, this note also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce. Now y'all pay attention to this. Despisers of those that are good. People despise people that are good these days. Traitors. We don't know if this was a traitor that did this. Heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Having a form of godliness. Yeah, these brothers in these rap industries, in these acting industries, they be having a form of godliness. You be thinking like they really glowing, but they deny the power thereof. For such turn away. Deny the power, man. We come from Jacob. We got the power with men, and we got power from the Most High. But when you lack knowledge and you got people, when you live in the last days, you got men like this who love their own selves, who despise people who do good. This is what happens. We can't come together. Divided we fall, united we stand. At the end of the day, the odds is against us. We can either build or we could destroy. The choice is up to the men in the black community. Is y'all gonna keep shooting each other? Is y'all gonna put the guns down, put the flags down, and come back to your original, your original nation, and rep the Most High? We don't need no flag. We don't need no colors. Our color is the blue, the ribbon of blue with the fringes. That's our color. So at the end of your gang banging career, what you got? At the end of your rap career, most of these rappers end up broke, robbed, naked, want to kill themselves. That's how they end up at the end of their careers. You can't name too many success stories in the rap industry or in the R&B industry where it didn't turn out bad at the end. Somebody on drugs or something. Or in the acting industry either. People that been touched on. You got Harvey Weinstein touching on everybody. And so many other directors. You know what I'm saying? Whether the rap industry, whether, you know what I mean, it's Colin Kaepernick getting persecuted for getting on one knee when there was a U.S. soldier that told him to do this. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you that part. You know, it don't matter what industry you in, they're out to blackball you. You know, it's a reason why the white ball, not the black ball in the hole and pool for the last shot. It's the reason why they call it black ball. You know, we don't know if Nipsey was killed because he was independent and he didn't want to be with the industry. We don't know if this was a hit by his own people because somebody was jealous. We don't know if it was actually a rival gang that did this. We don't know if this was a hit because he did something with Dr. Sebi. We don't know because he's surrounded around so much wickedness. And when you're not set apart like the Most High tell us to be, and you surrounded around all this wickedness, you can't find the true answers. We will never probably know what happened. We'll probably never know why that brother did that. It's gonna always turn out bad for us because it looks ignorant. You got a black person killing another black person, and you know a lot of people in the suburbs and all around the world they really can give a damn. You know, it's just another rapper dead to them. Happy he's off the block. He was living in our community. He wasn't even supposed to be living over there. You know how they look at it, and this is gonna backfire too. You're gonna have a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of after effects gonna come with this. You could possibly have a blood and Crip war. You're gonna have a lot of children who looked up to Nipsey not knowing that him being part of that gang life wasn't the way to go, wanting to be Crips. You know what I'm saying? Man, Nipsey was a Crip, man. He held it down for the block, man. I'm gonna be a Crip. And that ain't the way to go. If Nipsey could come back, he'd tell you, man, look, man, I was trying, but I wasn't on the right path. I tried my best to lead, you know what I'm saying, and leave a positive effect on the world. Who is this? Sadie, look, I don't know why you subscribe to me. If you don't like what I'm saying, sweetie, you can unsubscribe. It really don't matter to me. But you here for a reason. So just sit back and relax. Get some popcorn. Shut up. So, you know, like I was saying, oh, you just kidding now. Yeah, don't play with me. I ain't no kid. You know what I'm saying? Play with your kids or something. Don't play with me. This is a serious matter. You know what I'm saying? Brothers losing their life every day. This ain't no game. You know what I'm saying? And black people always want to have entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But we the butt of the joke. You know what I'm saying? That's what people need to understand. Everybody laughing at us. But everybody want to get a laugh. Everybody want to get a ha, ha, ha. Another brother gone. Nobody care though. You say, get out my feelings. What do you care about, sweetie? See, you ain't got a face, so I ain't finna argue. I'm not finna argue with nobody who ain't gonna show their face. You know what I'm saying? Basically a coward or a troll. I'm a real man. I show my face, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing up for my people. I don't know what you do. You out here trolling. You know what I'm saying? You the reason why the system can keep going forever. Niggas like you. You know what I'm saying? People like you who don't care about people dying. They just care about their next meal. You know what I'm saying? Their next paycheck. Brainwashed. He was gangbanging. This the end result for gangbanging. You know, it never turned out well. It never turned out well when you gangbanging. I hope everybody, this is an example to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that gangbanging and, you know what I'm saying, any type of gang besides the gang of the Most High, you know, because the biggest gang is the government. They the biggest gang in the world. They regulate everything. They bring everything in, all the drugs, all the guns. They do it all. They got all the cameras. They make all the moves. They play God, but they not. You know, the Most High coming back to regulate all of this. The Most High coming back to regulate all this. You know what I'm saying? And the people who y'all think tough, the gangsters y'all gonna see ain't really gangsters. Y'all gonna see we the real gangsters because we honed it down. You know what I'm saying? We honed it down for the community. We telling the brothers what they need to do. We telling the sisters what they need to do. And that's real. That's hard. And that's what y'all don't realize, and that's what y'all gonna see when it all falls down. You know what I'm saying? When it's martial law and everybody gotta report to Walmart, you know what I'm saying, for they chicken, 2 loaves of bread or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all totally dependent on the system. And y'all see that glamour, lights, and fast cars, and women, and clothes. None of that matters when you hungry and when you thirsty. You know, but they know that. They getting y'all fat, getting y'all dependent. So when they snatch the rug from under y'all feet, y'all never catch yourselves. But you know, us Hebrews, us Israelites, we gonna be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And not all Israelites, because all Israel ain't Israel. But you know, we gonna be ready for it. The Most High with us. We ain't worried about no bombs. We ain't worried about no guns, or none of that. We ain't worried about no trolls in the room. We just not worried. We focused out here. We in the truth. We uniting the brotherhood. Everybody waking up, and we moving forward. It's gonna be haters. It's gonna be agents that they put amongst Israel, but we shall prevail. She said we better be worried. Why would we? She said we better be worried. Let me pull this verse before I get up out of it. She said we better be worried. We ain't worried about nothing. We might as well be. We might as well be French Montana, cause we ain't worried about nothing, Sadie. We ain't tripping. We not tripping. Y'all go to Romans 8, man, to get up out of here. Walk with me. Romans 8. Y'all hold fast. Blow you out the water. Blow you out the water. You know, I pray, I pray Nipsey family, Lauren London, and, you know what I'm saying, his mother and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, get comfort, you know what I'm saying. But, it's a sad thing. I pray everybody can get over this situation. I pray this this situation in his life is used, to help us in this community and help us, prosper and understand, whatever you do, be righteous in it. Okay. I'm finna get up out there on this note. This Romans 8:30. It says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them who also called, and whom he called, them who also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. And what shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who could be against us? He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to charge of God's elect? It is God that justifies. Who is he that condemns? It is Christ that died, yea, rather that it is risen again, who is even at the right hand of Yah, and also make an intercession for us. You know what I'm saying? So if the Most High with us, who could be against us? We not worried about nothing. And we believe in this word. You know what I'm saying? We believe that, you know what I'm saying, what Psalms 23 say. We believe the Most High is our shepherd, and we shouldn't want for nothing. He going to protect us. You know what I'm saying? Because when you working with the devil, these type of things could happen. When you got evil all around you, you don't have good spirits around you. So that was the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Keep good people around you. Don't keep company of bad people. Bad company corrupt good judgment. So, you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to stay safe out there. Let this be a lesson, man. We need to make changes in the black community, and that we need to do better. We need to get a new direction on where we going. We can't keep, you know what I'm saying, the role models can't keep being rappers and athletes. You know what I'm saying? It's time to make a change. The role models need to start being people who rising up in the communities, doing right, helping people on a daily. But that'll probably never be, because people love popularity and people love idolatry. And they love to idolize people, and they only idolize people when they have things, cars, clothes, mansions. You know, then they somebody in this world. It's time to make a change. I'm Base Jerusalem. This is the Hebrew Life.